They'll throw on first down with May. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down. Inside handoff, Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now May on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw with May. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
So often when we're watching a football,
that's the only way you'll score. I promise you that shit.
And this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Smith. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, here's May. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, LA! Jaleel McLaughlin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
In motion goes the tight end. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Back to throw here.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To the air, May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw, May. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 163 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing here is May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go play action now. May. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's May. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they go play action with May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
From the gun on third down is May. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 82 yards. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And they'll indeed take a knee. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 11 now. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They keep it with Smith on first down. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Smith up the middle. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Rams 52, 49ers 24. Joshua Purdy.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them.